Welcome to part 10. Well done for sticking at it for so long. We're looking at modern governments for profit. The law of the land is law about human beings. It's derived by usage, customs and traditions. Maritime law is about legal entities, persons, companies, corporations. Different rules and then inferior to the law of the land dealing with trade for profit. Modern governments are corporations. This is from the US Securities and Exchange Commission for the Commonwealth of Australia, and its registered business address is care of the Australian Embassy, Washington DC. The annual report for 30th of June 2009 shows us the area that's defined as the Commonwealth of Australia, and we have here the profit and loss statement, which is the income components of the GDP, is the way they measure that. The net worth, I haven't dug deep enough to find the balance sheet, however the net worth here as at 30th of June 2009 was 19,721 million Australian dollars. And what's interesting, since 30th of June 2008, i.e. in 1 year, its net worth reduced by 55,444 million, i.e. a loss of about 2/3 within 1 year. Granted, it was the financial crisis. We can find this information if you dig deep enough. It's not easy to find. In the US, look up for CAFRA's Consolidated Annual Financial Reports. There's a YouTube channel on it, youtube.com/user/CAFR1. They also have a good website, www.cafr1.com. In the UK, you can look up, I've only looked up some of them, and here's the Lancashire County Council report, but they are for cities, and you can find these statements for other things. So, why is it so few people bother looking at these? This is the draft statement of accounts for the financial year 2014-15. We are now in 2017. They still haven't published the audited accounts yet for 2 years ago. Most companies would be fined heavily at this state if they didn't produce the accounts in a timely manner. But 167 pages of bump to read through. That's probably why most people just can't be bothered. On page 34, we can find the profit and loss statement. So let's quickly get to page 34, 33, 44. Sorry, the balance sheet. So this is the draft balance sheet for financial year ending 2015. It shows net assets of 886 million pounds, and this is represented by usable reserves and unusable reserves, and the usable reserves, if you read the notes, is actually money that they have available. Yet the councils are crying out to raise council tax. The profit and loss statement is above somewhere. 1 minute. Right, here we go. So in the year ending 2014, they'd made a loss of 240 million, and in the year ending 2015 they made a profit of 217 million. So So who owns these? This is the interesting question. But information is very scarce. A lot of researchers have reached similar conclusions which make sense, but I haven't yet to find the legislation for it. Conspiracy theories say anything you register is collateral to the central banks, which are private banks, Rothschild's banks, who over the years have bailed out bankrupt countries, and the only ones left on the US hit list from the 70s are Syria, Iran, North Korea, and it looks like Russia, but that wasn't actually on the hit list of 7. Afghanistan, Sudan, Iraq and Libya have been taken over by the private bankers, and currently Syria is a work in progress. So in the last presentation we looked at persons and citizens. I just quickly want to go through this again. Person is a man considered or according to the rank he holds in society, with all the right to which the place he holds entitles him, and the duties which it imposes, which is remarkably close to the definition of a citizen. A member of a free city or jural society, civitas in Latin, possessing all the rights and privileges which can be enjoyed by any person under its constitution and government, and subject to the corresponding duties. Sounds very much like a contract to me. So it certainly looks like the conspiracy theorists are right, as it would appear the law of the land has been usurped by maritime law, as everything deals with persons and humans are merely citizens. To put this right, and to put it lawfully right, one minor change would change the world. The shareholders change from those that have the current legal ownership to lawful ownership, which is each living human being having an equal share, as we have equal authority from the Creator, and no one can prove otherwise. Those that have benefited through the law of conquest and the use of violence up to now will have to work like the rest of humanity, ending the slavery from the last few thousand years. The true pyramid of power. All humans have equal authority. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I'll be continuing with a few more, including some more solutions. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll watch the rest. Thank you.